All right, so we're gonna go barrel or nah. These are related to our OnlyFans discussion,
Great.
um, and your hotel living, since you live in hotels now. Also related to that.
That's it. This is actually a house. This is a private house on a private beach with a private point break.
But you were in a hotel for the
I
last
was.
week.
I was in a lot of hotels.
Okay, barrel or nah. Faking a thrill to please the giver.
Oh, barrel.
Okay.
Barrel.
All right. In all ways.
And always. I think just being selfless is more often than not the right thing to do. And so if your aim is to please the giver, in all ways, of course, the specific way, but also if you get something that you don't like. I've never been a fan of people who got something they didn't like and then just say, oh, I don't really like that, or I already have one, right? Like, how hard is it? How hard is it just to say, thank you so much, this is amazing, right?
Well,
I suppose you get branded then as fake if you get caught doing that too many times, but what? Just then think it is amazing. Change your mind, change your
okay.
perspective.
Well, so I was going to suggest, what if you're just not a good actor?
Yeah, but just why can't you will yourself to like something?
I don't know. Can you? Is it that simple?
I think so. Like, why do people think that their taste is completely locked in stone forever and ever? Your taste is always changing.
Yeah.
So, I didn't like anchovies as a kid. Now, anchovy is my favorite food in the entire world. My tastes change. Therefore, why can't I be master of my taste in the moment? And if somebody gives me something or does me a favor or something, why can't I be appreciative of it and will myself to like it?
Well, I'm thinking of the scenario of receiving like a gift. So it was my girlfriend's birthday last week and mine is coming up. And so there's that moment where you open the gift. It's hard to fake what you actually feel about that thing. You almost have to precondition yourself to say, I am going to act excited no matter what pops out of this box.
Okay, here's the caveat, as there often is in Barrel or Nah. If people are just bad gift givers, and by bad gift givers, I mean thoughtless gift givers, they need to eventually be shamed. So if your girlfriend is a bad gift giver, first 2 or 3, feign that you love it. Number 4, you can be a little soft on it. Number 5, you can say, hey, look it. To be honest, because bad gift giving is really selfishness too. You're not taking the time to really think about what your partner wants or what the person you're giving the gift to, what they actually want. You're just either giving them what you want or thinking so little about it, you're just giving them anything.
Right. I fully agree with that.
So at some point, if somebody is a bad gift giver, that person needs to be shamed into either giving cash or really trying to be thoughtful about what you want.
Yeah. Good gift giving is absolutely about thoughtfulness. And so if bad gift giving shows a lack of thoughtfulness.
It's so great when you get something that you never thought you wanted, but that you absolutely love. Like, I feel the wife regularly surprises me with something that I never thought about getting or wanting, but then realize that is the greatest thing that I own.
Well, we're going to have to cycle back to this conversation after my birthday to find out if Lauren is a good gift giver or not.
Were you a good gift giver to her?
I would say so. Yeah. I think I won on all fronts.
Okay.
I got one practical gift that she's wanted forever that she never gave herself. And then one sentimental gift that just won over everybody. And then one kind of mutual gift.
Great. Wow.
Yeah. So by the way, this is a real gift for all of our listeners. I'm going to clue everybody into this. Vans has a customization website, like a customized portal on their website. So you can go and make custom Vans shoes. And one of the functions on that is that you can upload a photo.
Ooh.
So I uploaded a photo of our new puppy. And so the vamp of the shoe is our dog's face, like a hilarious photo of the dog. And then, you can match, and then you can design every other element of the shoe. So I color matched everything to kind of go with the dog's picture. So she has a Vans slip-ons with our dog's face on them. That was the sentimental.
Does she wear them?
Yeah, she got it on Monday and she wore them to work on Tuesday and was the envy of all of her coworkers.
Wow. Well, David Lee, way to crush it out of the park.
I know. So that's for all you listeners, Vans Customs, and you could pretend like it was your idea. And it's not expensive. They're like 30% more than the regular Vans slip-ons.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Go get that. All right. So barrel or nah, faking it to thrill the giver. You're going barrel. There was a great quote from Derek I'll never be able to find it because it was in the comment section, deep in the comment section on an article 6 months ago. But he was talking about faking an orgasm, and the way that he worded it was so poetic that was like, it was hilarious and poignant and sad at the same time. Something to do with the effect of like, with each progressive pump, you get further and further from the goal. Like if you're faking it, you're like, oh, there's the light at the end of the tunnel. But each time I try, I'm just getting farther and farther from it. It was genius and hilarious.
Derek Riley.
I know.
Poet.
It is. All right. Barrel or not? Tipping the maid.
Tipping the maid?
Yeah. Hotel.
Oh, huge barrel.
Okay.
Big barrel. Big barrel. I don't think people do it enough. I think they assume you tip the porter, you tip the valet, you tip the butler. Have you ever had a butler?
No.
At a hotel?
Never.
No, just had 2 butlers at the hotel. It's pretty fantastic. But the maid, I think, goes untipped. You just assume, well, whatever. You don't see them. There's not that moment of personal interaction typically. But the crisp bill on the bed is a fine gesture, and one should be embraced by everyone.
The maid is exposed to the worst things in the world. Hotels are treated like worse than rental cars. Hotels, the most sick, gross. If somebody's into something weird sexually, they're not necessarily always going to try it at home or in their own sheets or with their own spouse or whatever. They end up in a hotel with a prostitute, and that hotel gets treated like complete disgusting trash. And so the maid is exposed to all of those things. If not the physicality of it, there's an aura in the room that is left from the stench of the debauchery that takes place. And so the maid deserves to be the highest paid person in the hotel.
It's so true. Even in normal life, even in just like whatever, sleeping and brushing your teeth in the sink and whatnot, what the maid does is a service to humanity. And just because you can kind of skirt, because you don't, when the valet gives you your key, there's that moment of, okay, I'm going to be embarrassed if I don't tip. You don't have that moment with the maid typically, but you should put it in your mind. Throw a 20 on the pillow.
Okay. I was going to ask you, what's the right, obviously you quantify it by the day or calculate by the day. What's the right per day dollar amount?
I'll typically do a 20 per like 2 or 3 days.
Okay. So maybe $10 a day or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
$10 a day is good. But if you do it every day, I think it's weird. I think typically it's better. But I guess you don't know if you're going to get the same maid. 10 days or every day would probably be the best.
Yeah.
But I'll typically do it at the end of a stay.
What if you particularly defiled the room? Do you up the dollar amount?
Yeah, well, completely. If the room, and particularly in my case, it's typically with a child or children defiling the room. And if it's a giant mess, then yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. So this, by the way, for listeners, they really need to subscribe to our OnlyFans. Chaz is out here tipping maids, tipping butlers. This is not a cheap lifestyle to lead. So our OnlyFans subscribers should really, I'm wondering if they could tip in addition to subscribing, if they can add in some money for us.
I think they could.
Okay, cool. Because that's going straight out to the maids of the world.
Yep.
All right, barrel or nah? Declining a happy ending.
Oh, barrel.
Okay. So this is,
I
you're in Cabo, you're getting a massage, and the masseuse goes for the reach around happy ending. Declining the happy ending, you're going barrel.
I'm going barrel. I'm thinking you're doing them a favor. You are upholding your own morality. I think that you're not degrading the poor masseuse. I think it's barrel all the way around.
Okay. Here's my counterpoint.
Yeah.
I'm presuming if you end up in a happy ending situation, there was some awareness that that is the business that that person is in. So you're actually depriving the masseuse of their expected income, because for sure they're going to charge extra for that and they're going to get tipped extra for that. So you're actually hurting their revenue.
Have you ever been into a happy ending place accidentally?
Nope, I haven't.
I have. I've been into one accidentally.
And was a happy ending offered?
The happy ending was offered and declined. But it was.
How was the offer made?
It was also with by a transsexual. The whole thing was weird.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what country were you in?
The wife wanted a massage. We were in Hollywood. There was like a place across the street. Walked in. There was like a stronger looking girl and a petite girl came out. The petite girl grabbed my wife's hand and took her to the away. And so I was like, oh, I guess I'm getting a massage too. I'm typically not a massage guy. Don't like them. Don't care for them. I got drug off and then I was like, nope, I'm all good. Thank you. But I tipped well.
How was the suggestion made?
It just kept getting closer and closer. And then as soon as I went under the waistband, or under the, whatever I was wearing, towel or something, then I was like, hey, no. And then the hand quickly shot back up. Nope. Okay.
So
yeah,
that's my other argument against you, is that you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. This person this is a vulnerable moment for this masseuse to reach down beyond your waistband, and for you to reject them is actually, oh, there you are. You went away for a minute. For you to reject them could really damage their self-esteem.
Well,
Can you say something?
no. It's true. But also, they need to find different work. Just like the Coffee Sisters.
That's a moral judgment on your part. And this sex work has been around. It is the oldest profession. OnlyFans is the oldest profession on the planet.
It is true. OnlyFans is the OnlyFans should totally bill themselves as that.
Oh man, I think they're trying to pivot away from that branding, but
but what? So they should just shrug and say, what? Or people have always been fans of other people. It's the oldest profession. It's always OnlyFans.
Yep. I'm into only air conditioning, not only fans. But so I'm arguing you're depriving this person of their revenue, and you're also potentially ruining their self-esteem. That's why you have to accept a happy ending if it is ever offered.
I mean, I hear you. But again, in having been in the circumstance, it was not something I wanted, nor I felt it was not a violation per se, because it clearly was that kind of place, though only was that kind of place on re-examination. I thought it was just a Thai massage place.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. This really falls on your wife. You need to really talk to your wife about what kind of massages she's going to get when you're not around, because that's clearly her old haunt.
I asked, was yours weird at all? And no, like it wasn't very good, but it was fine enough. And I was like, oh, okay, well, Then I told her about my experience, and many laughs from her.
Yeah, I don't think you dug into that conversation hard enough with her. I think she quickly threw you off the scent, and you took the bait. True. You need to have a talk with her today.
That is probably true.
And be like, hey, why do you want to spend so much time in Cabo? Why are you getting a massage every day?